as you are using, the speed of the hard disk is also important. So most of the time, have you ever had that time where you search online and it takes so long for one thing to pop up? That's basically the speed of the hard disk is also important because this is the spin speed and the cache size. They all depend on each other. So next thing is gonna be a CD-ROM. So this one right here. So I'm gonna be adding one more word to it, and it is DVD drives. So it comes under the same category, so I kind of didn't add it there, but I hope this video helps you with it. So CD-ROM and DVD drives. Optical drives such as CD-ROM and DVD are usually included in a computer system. They can be used to load new software and to make copies of data and backups, or to take another system. There are many types of CD-ROMs and DVDs available. They need to be able to write, save, and you need to make sure that you can buy and collect optical discs to make sure the drives in your system. So, in summary, CD-ROM and DVD is basically like the recording. So it basically saves what you need to make sure that you buy the correct optical disc to make sure you drive in your computer system. It's simple because a CD-ROM is not as hard as you think. It's just the word makes it look really complicated. So next thing is gonna be a USB storage devices. These have become very popular. They're very small, quick, and cheap nowadays. They're reliable and can hold a lot of data. A pen drive is an example of USB storage. You probably use one and take one from home to work or from place you study, like school. USB external hard drives are becoming popular as a way of backup data. So the people who don't know what a USB is, it's this small kind of a chip that you insert into your laptop that can store your data. So in case you want to take an entire PowerPoint and Word essays to school and you don't want to carry your laptop, it will be better if you carried a USB. So now, what is a graphic tablet? Apart from everything, graphic tablet sounds so complicated, yet it's not. What a graphic tablet is for precise control over editing images. So it's like this touchscreen tablet with a pen. So many people have actually used it. You can see artists using it many times when they make TV shows like animations like Frozen and Disney characters. So a graphic tablet looks rather like a mouse mat, but it's like solid. So it's like a tablet and it has an electronic pen. So instead of a mouse, you use a pen. Very few people use both mouse and graphic tablets, since people believe in using laptops, but let me tell you, graphic tablets are much easier to use. You'll be used to getting on the edge of the mouse mat or desk with your mouse, or having to lift it up or move it to the mat. This does not happen with graphic tablet. Touching the same place on the graphic tablet with a stylus will bring the string pointers exactly the same place on the screen. Some of the more expensive graphic tablets include a display so you can use the stylus directly on an image showing on the display. So the really expensive ones are usually the ones that has been used by professional artists or the ones who create movies like animation, like dragons and unicorns. So if you are the one to use it for school, they might be they're usually very cheap, but if you want the really good ones, they're gonna be expensive. Next one is gonna be a digital camera. Woo! A digital camera. I think everybody knows what's a digital camera. It says in itself, camera. It's the 21st century. People are obsessed with selfies. I think they know what a camera is. So there are many good qualities when it comes to cameras. And They're usually available in affordable prices, so you don't need to be worried about the expenses. They also include a lot of other devices, such as mobile phones and iPads or tablets or laptops, usually for capturing photographs through the computer system. Usually get what you pay for. It is sensible to avoid the cheapest digital camera to purchase a camera from a well-respected brand. So let me tell you, who nowadays buy those cheap cameras you get for maybe $20? Everybody wants a good brand like Nikon or Sony. They don't care as long as there's a brand. The most important part of the technical specification of a digital camera is zooming, and zooming is basically when you enlarge a photo, so like increasing the size, and the number of megapixels. Well, megapixels is the amount of the detail in the picture. So as different, some cameras doesn't show when you zoom in really clear. But if you have the number of megapixels in the camera are so high, then it is possible for you to have a really good picture. Next, what we're gonna go is to the printer. I don't think I need to explain a printer, people. A printer is basically something that's connected to your laptop or your device. It's usually, oh, it could be by Bluetooth. It's something that helps you print out images or words on a paper, a card, and similar media such as transparent film. There are many types of printer technologies. So have you ever wondered these laminated photos that come out of printers? This basically they have a separate printer for that. So the basic house printer that you have cannot bring out the old photographs that you put in albums. They're two different things. There are color laser printers too. They become a lot cheaper in years because most people tend to buy the ones that have jet ink printers. But since they're cheap too, but if you want a good one and that will last years and have a guarantee, and which you get like a 2 years or a 3 year warranty, then I would say you get an inkjet printer. So most of you know the rest of the stuff. So what I'm gonna go is I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna skip the hardware because I explained the basics, which are usually confused by people. So now I'm gonna be talking about is the software. This little guy over here. I guess he felt lonely since there's like a lot of hardware. But basically when it comes to software, there are only two types. Vector graphics and raster graphics or bitmap. So let me explain in simpler words. Vector graphics take up a lot of less space in memory or storage than bitmaps. So bitmaps is what we call raster. So it's the same thing. This is because vector graphics software creates objects using mathematics. This is because vector graphics shows creatures, objects using mathematics to show images on screen and output printers and objects that might be in line, a circle, rectangle, text, or a bitmap. Anything that can contribute to an image.